everybody. I think Lex Crucis is the only other one here right now. Brian is still wrapping up. So I'm going to wait a few minutes just before I kick things off. Just wait until he's done, I suppose. But Lex Crucis, I'll tell you what. Send me your information, and because you're the first one here, as always, just send me on IG, and I'll send you a little something, sir. Mr. Neil, how are you, sir? I don't know if you saw, I am just kind of waiting until Brian gets done. Well, Bor, how are you? A couple people jumping on in. I have Brian going on my TV just to see when he's done. But I'll let you guys know, too, by the way, in the meantime, if you do hashtag 300, the number 300, you will be entered automatically in this week's giveaway. Again, that's hashtag 300. Honey, I forgot. Can you bring me a pen and paper, please? Two pieces of paper, actually, please. Thank you. Can you also just pick a book from this pile? Because that'll be our review for this week. Are you just picking it because it's the first one? Or? Okay.
And I like that.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Like I said, I'm just going to wait until Brian's done before I really kick things off. But we'll hang out a little bit here so you get a little bit of behind-the-scenes action. I did mess up on something, so I'm going to correct myself off the bat on that one. Just getting everything else in place. If Brian takes longer than 3 minutes, I'll just start things anyway. Will be AFK. Is that still a thing? I don't know what that means. What's AFK mean? What's AFK mean? I don't know. Well, Bora, I don't know. What does AFK mean? I'm not up on the lingo.
All for okay?
Did I do this letter already? Away from keyboard. Oh, okay. We'll be away from... I guess it is still a thing. Thank you, guys. Away from keyboard. I learn new things every day. Chop, how are you, sir? Oh, I like that cover. I'm sorry, I still have Brian going on here. He just distracted me with the Immortal X-Men cover that Storm won. I think that's Sabine Rich, if I'm not mistaken. I probably am. Pitt. I remember Pitt from back in the day. So we have a little bit of commentary this morning. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'll tell you guys now, and I'm going to repeat myself because, let's face it, that's what I do. I mistakenly, in our 300 subscriber giveaway, I duplicated the letters for the passwords. If you're not mistaken, excuse me, I'm the one who's mistaken. If you're not aware, what I'm doing is when I've been giving away letters on each of my videos and live streams. When you put those letters together, it is a password. When you have that full password, you are to message me on Instagram. Do not put it here or you will be DQ'd. Then once we hit 300, I'll give everybody a few days and we'll do the giveaway. Dr. Evil, how are you? Says hello to us in the family. Congratulations on your nomination. We're going to talk about nominations in a bit too. Daredevil, I see, is here, has joined us. Chop and Drop, also nominated. Very nice. So basically what happened was I duplicated letters. I gave the letter T twice. So you only need one letter T in the password. So what I'm going to do to make up for it, I'm going to give you guys 2 letters. And I'll do this because you guys are the first ones in. So here's number 1. And here is number 2. And I'm pretty sure I did not duplicate the letter I yet. So we have an X and we have an I. Thank you. Trev is here. I still have Brian going on my screen. So you know what? We are going to... Oh, okay. I guess he's ending now. So we're going to do our little launch. I'll shut that off when he's off. Just let me know, honey. Did they just catch Chris in a pick, or was that a scratch? I'm gonna guess it was a scratch, but it was a little. Fanboy, how are you, sir? Fanboy, sorry I missed a good portion of your stream this morning. Had to do some adult stuff, which is always fun, of course. Oh, Zach is going there too. Okay. Not anymore. Okay. In case you just joined us, by the way, hashtag 300 to be entered in today's giveaway. Oh, hold on a second. If you put it in already, go ahead and put it in again because my screen just blipped on me. Okay. Again, hashtag 300. Okay. All right, let's just launch. Yes, I'm going to be reading lyrics. I don't remember things, especially when there's a camera on me. In the next World War, in a jackknife juggernaut, I am born again. In the neon sign, scrolling up and down, I am born again.
Matthew was bending over to see what you're doing.
In an interstellar burst, I'm back to save the universe. In an interstellar burst, I'm back to save the universe. Radiohead, ladies and gentlemen, and we are live. Last week, today, live is live. There we go. Little Radiohead for you this morning. No, I'm not a singer, but I think you knew that. Hey, buddy. No, that's your truck. You play with the truck. I did the Richard Cheese version, by the way. Just might be why the pacing was off. If you're not familiar with Richard Cheese, you should be. You should be. I see. Let's see who's come in. Again, we have Zach, Trev. I said hello to Dr. Evil. Las Cruces has been here for a long time before me. Daredevil NYC, always great to see you. I think I said hello to you already, but I'll say hello again. Fanboy on his 2-hour road trip. Yes, Zach, agree 1,000%. I love Richard Cheese. I saw him live about 10 years ago or so, and I wanted to actually get him to perform our wedding, and my wife said no, which was probably for the best, because you'd have to pay for him to fly out, of course. Hey, buddy. No, I'm going to mention it right now. Matthew says hello. Honey, do you want to say hi to everyone?
Hi.
She says hello, too. E-Man is here. E-Man, with your majestic name, thank you for being here, sir. Buddy, come on. Come on. I have an idea. Excuse me for 1 second. I loved his, I remember circa 1999 when he appeared on Opie and Anthony. And I think, what? Oh, you said. I think, if I remember, Trev says hello, honey.
Hi.
She says hi. If I remember correctly, I loved his version of Nirvana's Rape Me and his Limp Bizkit. You know that song?
No.
I'll play it for you.
Yeah,
and his version of the Limp Bizkit medley, I loved as well. Here, honey, hold on. Oh, you can't. You'll be on camera.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So, I mean, no big surprise. No new pickups today. I do have 2 items that were sent to me in the mail. Trev, I'm pretty sure one of them is your cover for me to work on, but we're going to open that up and you can look for that on Monday. My wife has already chosen the review for the week. But before we do that, I want to thank everybody who took the time to nominate our channel for a comic book community award. I am shocked. You know, there's a lot of good channels I'm nominated with. I'll be honest with. Hey, Bobby, how are you? You know, I'm a big fan of all the channels in the art category, all the individuals in the art category that I'm nominated with. Austin, I'm not familiar with. I thought the Ghost Rider that they showed in his little thing was very cool, but I have to check out his stuff. As far as the favorite channel, wow. I was really surprised. And again, a lot of great talent there. I'm in awe. You're not going to see me do anything as far as live voting. I I also probably am not gonna. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna promote or whatnot, but I'm going to, of course, encourage people to vote. But you're not going to see me do a live vote, nor are you going to see me mention anybody I'm voting for, other than myself. It's just something I don't believe in doing, and I've heard a couple people echo that, and I agree. I think you run the danger of really kind of influencing others, and it's just something I'm not into. If you do it, that's perfectly fine. No pressure, nothing to you. It's just not something I do. And Phil's Treehouse is here. Other Phil, Earth 2 Phil. I feel bad because when I say other Phil, I feel like it's saying, well, you're another Phil, which I kind of am, but like not in a bad way. And I think Phil 2 or Earth 2 Phil understands that. I don't mean any slight by that. Somebody had asked me about that, but yeah. But like I said, if that's what you do, fine by you. That's just not what I do. And a couple more people jumping in here. Chop, hello again, and congratulations on your nomination. Congratulations to everybody who's been nominated, by the way. It's really tough to do because we have a lot of talent in our little hobby here. All the categories are stacked. Yes. Somebody else jumped in. I wanted to say hi to. Well, I want to say hi to everybody. Bobby, I said hello. I'm sorry if I missed you and didn't say hi. Gary B. Of course, Mr. B. Mr. B, I got to message you. Chicago, how are you, sir? I've said hello to you a lot of times, and I'm glad that you can join us. I have to say this too. I'm sorry if I didn't watch a whole lot of YouTube channels this week. We had a little kind of goings on here that's going to be a long-term kind of thing. Hopefully it's not too impactful, but it drew a lot of my attention away this week. In case you just joined us, by the way, hashtag 300 to be entered in our weekly giveaway. And again, yeah, everybody has an opinion. That's fine. Let's see. So as I said, my wife picked what will be the review video this week. I'm going to give you a little disclaimer. I'm trying to mix up a lot of what I read between stuff I just bought and stuff that I've maybe had for a while. And yeah, remember to put a hashtag. There we go. So we can watch Trev win. Yes, stop Trev from winning. I have a stack I'm saving up for Trev because I'm sending it out all in one thing. Okay, so this is the one that's going to be the weekly review, which is Incredible Hulk number 2. This is the Hellfire Gala variant, art by Brian Hitch. I was gonna comment on his Hellfire Gala outfit. I'm just gonna wait until I do the video. But yeah, I'll show you what I read, and again, just be warned, I am still working through the Hellfire stuff. Guardians of the Galaxy number 4. Hellfire Gala variant, he was waitlisted. Art by Lee Garbett, who I'm not familiar with, but I really liked this cover. The use of my wife. We watched the. We'll talk about that in a bit. But what do you think of this cover? I know that you don't know Nova.
Yeah.
Well, they teased Nova in the first Guardians. Remember the Nova corpse?
Yeah, but I don't recognize.
Well, that's Nova. What basically? Oh. Except he's wearing his Hellfire Gala attire. What do you think of this cover, honey?
It's nice.
Okay.
I like the background.
Is that? Oh, I had a little dirt on it. I'm sorry, a little something on it. Yeah, I think it's nicely done. It does have that kind of effect like you're working on a runway. This is, I don't know if it's part of or leading into the Grootfall storyline. It has been a while since I've read a Guardian story. Art is good, not great, but all in all, I have to say I did enjoy the story. It's not going to entice me to read Grootfall. There's just too much that I'm reading. Yeah, I mean, it's a good read. I don't know. Again, I'm not up on Guardians. Basically, I bought it, so I'm reading it. Callie, how are you, sir? Yeah, I thought it was definitely worthwhile. And we did watch the Guardians 3 film. I enjoyed it a whole lot. My wife didn't. And we'll leave our review at that, because that could take up a whole hour in its own. Next, this is a classic read. This is from February 2008, The Flash, number 235. Yeah, I also bought most of, if not all, the Hellfire Gala variants as well. I'm working through them. I'll say this. I am not a fan of The Flash. Just a character I could never get into myself. I don't think I read Flash during this time. I'd always picked up a couple single issues. Mark Wade does the writing on this particular run. Art is by, hold on a second. They confuse me sometimes because I think this is when DC started putting the credits more towards the end. I'm going to take my gloves off for this. I put the gloves on because, there were a couple sketchy ones last year, Trev. I agree. They're not all great at all. But, all in all, I like these ones. The gloves I put on because if you've seen me before. Dope, how are you, sir? Hilarious guy, by the way. Dope. Love watching his stuff. Art is by Freddie E. Williams II. I am not familiar with him, but I did not enjoy the art in this issue. I'm trying to find like a good representation to show you. Well, here, the opening page. Your opening page, you want something to take action, something to really grab your attention. And to this, it kind of seems a little wasted to me. I feel like he was kind of trying to do maybe more with the coloring, like a Michael Turner impression, but it didn't quite work out well. Honey, what do you think of this artwork? And look, we're looking at it as, this is from 2008. I understand that. I didn't enjoy this one. I do have to say I love the cover art. This is an early Acuna cover. So this will be going into the giveaway bin. Actually, hold on. Let me see something. 1, 2, 3. I already have 5 picked out for today. It's very slightly Turner-esque. Manny, I saw you come in here. Yeah, no, Wonder Woman does not. The paleness is just part of the problem. It's like they couldn't draw her without a smirk on her face in this entire issue. I will say this. I'd be remiss if I didn't say, and the story just didn't grab me at all. Like, I was falling asleep reading this. There is a backup story in here. Mark Wade wrote it as well. Art by Doug Braithwaite, who I'm not familiar with, but it looks like he's got like a kind of an Alex Ross kind of style to it. I liked this art a lot better. The story itself didn't grab me whatsoever, though. So again, this is going in the giveaway pile. I'll put that here. In case you're just joining us, #300, and stay tuned because I do have an update about the 300 subscriber giveaway, which I said at the beginning of the show, but I know a lot of people have joined us. Here's the book everybody's reading, Void Rivals, issue number 2. I enjoyed issue 1 more than I enjoyed issue 2. I do think it was interesting kind of seeing the backstory of at least one of the characters. Lorenzo De Felice on art. I enjoyed him in Oblivion Song, and I'm enjoying his art here. I don't know that this is a story I'm going to stick with, but I'll have to say it wasn't a bad entry at all. It did sag a little bit at one point in my opinion, but I will still go on issue 3. I know issue 3 came out already. I don't go to the shop every week, so I'll probably read that sometime next month. Again, that was Void Rivals issue 2. Honey, what are your thoughts on this cover, by the way?
I don't like it.
I should ask your brother about this because it's very sci-fi heavy, and there's
I can tell.
a twist in here that I'm not going to say for anybody here. I think everybody knows it, but I'm going to. I think your brother might be interested in. Okay, Ultimate Invasion. Oh, I got to put the gloves on. Yeah, I'm wearing the gloves because all of the Hellfire Gala variants. When I read the first issue, I had like ink on the back of my hand from the back of the cover. So I've been wearing gloves when I read these just to play it safe. Ultimate Invasion issue 2. This is Charles Xavier, which I thought was a woman, to be honest with you. Cover art by Lucas Werneck. Luke Werneck is a great artist. Um, it's just how it is. Hi, Tim. How are you? Comic Cap is here as well, and Joffrey walked in. How are you? Um, I'll say this: I did read the Ultimate Marvel Universe when it came out many years ago. At this point, um, I do appreciate the story Hickman is trying to tell in it. It definitely is a little bit slicker than I thought it was going to be. A little bit better. Hitch, to be honest with you, just in my opinion, has not stood the test of time. Sometimes you get great Brian Hitch, sometimes not so great, just in my opinion. And in this case, it varies per page. I didn't read the first issue, I should say that too. It does seem pretty interesting. Not interesting enough for me to buy. I'm probably just going to read it digitally, but here's a spread of one of the better pages. What do you think of that artwork, honey?
It's okay, not my style.
Yeah,
There's a
to
lot
me,
going on.
yeah, well, you have a kind of poignant part of the story.
Kind of reminds me of Where's the Waldo.
Yeah, no. This is like universes kind of converging. I do like some of the details that they've done in here, and some of them opens up questions. For example, they're introducing, I guess, who the dignitaries, if you will, of the Ultimate Universe are, and they introduce the Rasputin family. So you have Colossus, you have Magic, and then you have Omega Red. So are they saying the Ultimate Universe Omega Red is related to them? Because that's kind of interesting. I do also think having Tony's father as Iron Man is an interesting take as well. Scotty, how are you? Congratulations to you, sir. Yeah, Manny, it's a weird kind of choice for the gala. It wasn't one of my favorite costumes. Oh, and I will say this, by the way, the paper quality. Here, I'm going to give that to you in case Skip comes up again. The paper quality of this particular issue, is a lot different than other Marvel issues. So maybe that's a sign of things to come. Yeah, but you know what, too, Trev? Yeah, Omega Red, but I remember, I can't clip with the things, forget it. I do remember with Ultimate Omega Red, he was in Ultimate Spider-Man, and he was a lot different of a character. So maybe this is another Ultimate Universe. Again, I missed the first issue, so I'm a little in the dark there. It was just okay, in my opinion. Oh, no problem, Dr. Evil. And I look forward to watching more reviews. I didn't watch this week, had a lot of personal stuff going on, but you will see me next week. Again, hashtag 300 to be entered in our weekly giveaway. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, issue number 8.
They're holding it upside down from me.
No, I know. Art by Bernard Chang. I've heard a lot of great people talk about Miles, saying it is the best of the Spider-Man titles. Yeah, titles. What am I saying? Right now. It was a little bit kind of, again, I'm jumping in late here. I read the first issue of the news volume, thought it was good. And it was just kind of like, well, this is just kind of not my Miles. You good, buddy?
He tripped.
Okay, he caught himself, though. Sorry, I'm adulting while streaming. All in all, I thought it was a good issue. Again, I'm not up to date on Miles, so I was kind of like a little bit behind, but it's something I consider reading again. When did Miles get a sword? I don't know. I've got to figure that part out myself. Good read. I like the artwork, and I like the cover, too. Artwork inside is kind of like I'm going to say a cleaner version of Chris Bachalo. And I say cleaner because I love early Bachalo. Some of his other stuff, though, he has a tendency to kind of confuse me visually. And I'm thinking when he did Amazing Spider-Man during Slott's run, a couple times I just didn't know what was going on. Okay, 4 more to go from what I read. But in the meantime, in case you missed me say earlier today, we have our 300 subscriber giveaway going on. I have given a letter for each video. These letters are mixed up, but when you put them together, it is a password. If you figure out the password or you think you have it figured out, DM me on Instagram. Do not put it here. Do not put it on any videos. You will be DQ'd automatically. And people will, I'm going to say people will say, give you your mama jokes. Yeah, I did like his redesigned Manny, by the way. And, oh, by the way, I'm getting sidetracked. I don't care. Manny, if you go to his Instagram page, awesome picture of the Lizard. I really enjoyed that. And Manny does a lot of great drawings, a lot of great shorts, by the way, on Spider-Man characters. Um, Go ahead and check his stuff out if you don't already. I think everybody here does. And congratulations, sir, on your nomination as well. So I accidentally duplicated letters in this whole contest. I gave the letter T twice, so there's only one T, and I'm going to give you guys two letters. I'll give you today's letter and then another one to make up for it. Yes, thank you, Callie. I'm at 296. So here's letter number 1, X, and letter number 2 is I. Hey, Cuppy. X and I. If you don't know the other letters, you got to go back and watch the videos. That's just how it is. It wouldn't be fair if I just did one with all the letters. But we'll see how that turns out. Okay, back to this. Spider-Man number 10, Hellfire Gala. This is Firestar, art by Stephanie Hans. Honey, thoughts on the cover?
I like that a lot.
Yeah, I think this is my favorite of the Hellfire Gala variants. Trev, can you tell us how many letters there will be? I think there are 2 more letters to go. I have to look it up myself. Yeah, this is my favorite, hands down. I have it written down downstairs, Trev. I should have brought it up with me. Story-wise, I haven't read any of the solo Spider-Man titles. No, Callie. One thing I was surprised with, I knew Dan Slott was writing this. I also didn't know Christoph Gage was involved. He happens to be one of my favorite writers. He kind of trailed off a little bit, in my opinion, when he got to Valiant and did a little bit of Ninjak. But his Avengers Academy stuff, and then going into, I think he stopped by Avengers Arena. Some of the best writing of the time, in my opinion. It doesn't get talked about enough. I did enjoy this story a whole lot. I think I liked this one better than Miles, to be honest with you. It's kind of a conversion of the Spider-Verses a bit. Spider-Boy, to be honest, this is my first time reading him. I thought he was just kind of a write-off character, but I enjoyed it a lot. And
Spider-Boy?
Yes, Spider-Boy.
What is that?
He's this guy. He's a Spider-Boy, a Spider-Man from another dimension.
Oh.
That everybody was crazy about for about 20 minutes. And now they're making a Venom Boy or something, supposedly, which a lot of people aren't happy about. But yeah, I enjoyed this one a whole lot. I think this might have been my favorite read of the week. Looking at what else I have to show. Yeah, it was. Yeah, so again, that's Spider-Man number 10. And again, this is the Stephanie Hans variant. Okay, hashtag 300. We are going to pick our winners soon. Next one. This is a bit of a throwback. Ultimate Captain America issue 3. I remember reading this series when it came out, and I think I stopped it at one point because there was something, if I recall, that it happened with the Ultimate Red Skull that I thought was just really kind of over the line and a little disturbing. In this series, we see, or in this issue, I should say, we see Captain America has been captured by the Ultimate version of Nuke. And I should also point out this was in the Twilight, why don't we say, of the Ultimate Universe. Oh, I appreciate that, Callie. Thank you. Yeah, so Captain America is basically being tortured, and Nuke is actually trying to almost reprogram him, show him all these kind of, why don't we say, less than pleasant facts about American history, and threatening he's going to kill S.H.I.E.L.D. agents as well. All in all, I have to say it was a good issue. This one was not heavy on things that I find disturbing. I may have actually finished this series now that I see the third cover of what would have been the finale, rather. But Ron Garney art, for the time, it's a solid read. I enjoyed it. But I'm putting this in the giveaway pile as well. This isn't in today's giveaway, I should say. This is just going into the giveaway box, which is starting to actually go down a lot. So that's good. I've been giving away a lot of good books. Or books, what am I saying? Next one, Plastic Man, issue number 3. Again, this isn't a current series. This is from, I think, a year or two ago at this point. I'm going to be honest with you, I picked it up because Alex Ross artwork, I've never been excited about Plastic Man, but I saw this and I was like, that's awesome. The story itself, again, I'm jumping in halfway. Art itself is good for the theme they're going with. Um, I liked it. Again, I was kind of jumped into the middle of it, but all in all, I thought it was a good read. I haven't decided if I'm throwing this into the giveaway pile yet, just because I really love the artwork. I don't know if this is something I would want to get signed one day, but maybe it might be a future giveaway. Um, Again, Plastic Man. I'm just going to leave this up here because I really enjoyed that cover. Honey, how do you like this cover?
It's nice. It just blends in too much. It's just one uniform color. I don't know.
Alex, she's talking bad about Alex Ross.
I'm not.
That's Plastic Man. Are you familiar with Plastic Man? He was in the cartoons, I think, for a little bit. These are older cartoons. I forgot you didn't like them. Okay, I'm going to show the final book that I read this week. Before I do, this is your last call for hashtag 300. Yeah, 3 Good Nerds. I agree completely. Again, I forgot I had the glove on. And I have to because the next one is the Hellfire Gala variant. Yeah, I think it's the best Plastic Man cover I've ever seen, period. Here we go. Venom, number 22, Hellfire Gala variant. This was actually one that, if you go back a couple weeks ago, I did a live review of the Hellfire Gala regalia with my sister, who is a fashion expert. And this was one of her favorites. It kind of looks like he's wearing a jacket, but it's made of Venom. Honey, what do you think?
I don't like that jacket.
That's Venom. That's not. It's a living jacket, pretty much. And I had when I was a little bit more fitter, we'll say this, I had a motorcycle jacket. I don't have a motorcycle, but I had a motorcycle jacket that was like that. What?
I thought you said you did.
Yeah.
In your younger years.
It's been a long time since I've read a Venom series. So I knew what was going on. I read King in Black after the fact. I read it digitally. Wasn't a fan, but if you liked it, whatever, that's for you. This one was a surprise to me. I really enjoyed this. You start with a story going back into time, I guess you could say. I kind of like this is my first experience reading Eddie's son as Venom, and I kind of like his way about it, where it's kind of closer, I guess you could say, in ways to the film, where it's kind of a lighter Venom. I do like the artwork on it. I had a concern that when I saw the cover to the next issue, which I think is out already, that it was a little bit too bulky. But Dylan Brock, there you go. It worked for me. So I did enjoy this one, and it had a good ending to it. I'll probably read it digitally. But yeah, I enjoyed it. And I thought the cover was good too. That is everything I read this week. So, again, you all did your hashtag 300. If you didn't, you have a couple seconds between me taking off my gloves, picking up the iPad, and seeing how many people we have in here. Okay. Hashtag 300 and I'm going to just refresh my page. Hold on a second. Uh-oh, what's going on? Okay, I'm sorry to do this. Do hashtag 300 again. I don't know what's going on with the giveaway tool, but it just reset the numbers. So again, hashtag 300, and I will just repeat information in the meantime. Again, I did this at the top of the show, but I'll do this again now. If I want to say thank you to everybody who took the time to nominate me for a Comic Book Community Award. I do appreciate it. I am in categories with people whom I admire and whom I really, really like. And I'm shocked myself. You're not going to hear me telling you about who else I vote for besides myself, of course. Or saying, hey, I think this is good. You won't see a live vote for my channel. It's just the way I feel. Callie, that might throw you off if you put the again. So I would just say, there you go. Good. Paul, how are you? Okay. Okay, good. We're getting the entries back in. I'm going to give you just another minute. Again, I appreciate it. You're not going to hear me tell you who I vote for. You won't see a live vote. Just my feeling. But congratulations to all those who were nominated as well. And really, it's just the tip of the iceberg as far as the amount of talent we have in this community. Don't take this award as your sense of worth to your channel. I hope everybody knows that by now. But just in case you needed to hear it, go right ahead. All right, I'm going to pull the winner, and I'm hoping it's not Trev. I like Trev, but come on, dude. We need to break this chain. Oh, here we go. No, Callie, it's fine. I wanted to make sure you're in there. Winner is E-Man, OptiPrime himself. So, E-Man, congratulations, sir. I'm going to show you what you are going to be receiving. And E-Man, I don't have your information. Please go ahead and message me on the Instagram machine here. So, we have Batman 0 Year number 24. This was probably the last Batman run. I shouldn't say that. I liked King's as well. Snyder's is an amazing run. You know, say what you will about Commissioner Gordon, RoboCop Batman. I have to say, I'm actually chomping at the bit. I have not been at a con in a while. We're having ZapCon up here later in September, I believe. I am like, I want to go, but I don't want to go. You know, we're still kind of playing it safe here because we're working on a special project, which you'll hear about at some point. And Scott Snyder and Tom King are going to be there. And I'm like, but bigger goals, bigger things going on. So that's one of the books. On the other side of the boat, we've got Hellions number 1. This was a great read, probably my favorite of the Krakoan Age. And I hope that you enjoy this, sir, if you don't have it. And a cool cover, by the way, too. This is a second printing of In Hell We Fight. Enjoyed this first issue. Haven't picked up another one, though. Mr. and Mrs. X number 8. I enjoyed this series as well. Kelly Thompson did a great run on this. One of the things, so good, in fact, that one of the things that I liked so much was just the interplay of Gambit and Rogue. This is their post them getting married. I guess you could say their honeymoon. Terry Dodson did the art as well. Great job. I did the covers, I should say. Sorry. The art inside is Oscar Belzuda, but it was pretty cool. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I lost everybody for a second. One of the things I didn't like about Excalibur was the fact that they kind of it's not that they forgot about them being married. They kind of just were like, didn't acknowledge it. But I digress. So yes, again, that's Mr. and Mrs. X number 8 with Spiral as well, which I don't think she got enough play. And finally, E-Man, I know this was a Marvel heavy book. This is just what I pulled. Matt Woods, you're just in time for the end. Fantastic Four number 387. Classic 90s goodness. A little bit of red foil and then embossment. This was before, I believe, Sue Storm got that risque costume. Why don't we say? So, E-Man, those are on its way to you. Go ahead and message me with your information, please. By the way, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that last night I was on a live stream with the comic book crowd, Joe from Anachronic Comics, Alan from Climbing Comics, Matt Woods, and Reggie. I had a blast. I hope to be able to do more of those soon. And it gave me a chance to talk about a topic I've been thinking about a lot, why I still collect. I'll be addressing that more, I believe, in a future video. What do I have planned for this week? We have a double unboxing we're going to film probably after this is over. I'm going to do our review as well. I have been working on an art project, by the way. I was a little slowed down by other things going on, including a little bit of a shoulder issue. But I hope to have that done by, if not this week, then next week. And I mean, being that I'm nominated for favorite community artist, which thanks again, I am going to show off a little bit more of some of the artwork I've been working on. But with that, 40 minutes in, we've given away some comics. Again, go back and look for the information about the 300 subscriber giveaway. We are almost there, like right there. I think at 296, if I'm not mistaken. Callie showed that off again before. So with that, thanks for sharing some of your Saturday with me. I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day and you have a great and fruitful week. Peace, love, and comics. Take care.